welcome one, welcome all. Special shout out to Emil for the big Bavarian. What was it called again?
Yo, the Bavarian legend,
man. Shout out to listener Emil. He posted on his story the exact same
same
pretzel
big
that
pretzel
Austin,
I got.
Oh, Flair was talking about.
Yeah.
That's right.
I got the Bavarian Legend from AMC Theaters, and he got it, which is an excellent choice when you're at an AMC theater, by the way. So shout out to Emil for getting the Bavarian Legend, bro.
He had that bitch on his lap. He was like, y'all weren't lying.
I want to ask Emil, did you share the Bavarian Legend, and also did you ask for it by name? Or did you say, give me the big pretzel?
I like to think that because he listened to the pod, he was like, I'm going to go see a movie, and I'm going to ask for the Bavarian
I think so, too.
With a smile on his face.
I think so, too.
He also tapped in. I was fishing the other day. He was like, man, where were you at? We were doing fishing talk. I got real fishermen here. I went fishing one time, so I'm a real fisherman now.
Nice. Did you catch it and throw it back?
I did. I was very scared at first because it was a bluegill and they have spikes.
Yeah.
So you have to step on their tail fin so they don't move, and then once you safely grab the top and bottom, it's not like a bass where you can grab it by the mouth.
Yeah.
And so you have to slowly, and I did. I was scared at first, and her little brother was mogging me. He was doing it, and I'm like, no. He's like, no, you got it, dude.
I don't like touching the shit. I've only been fished a couple times. There's been times like my buddy, shout out to Jack, he would take me fishing. He's like outdoorsy kind of guy. And I'd be like, you get the fish off the hook. I'm like, I don't want to touch it.
Yeah, but I don't want to do that or the worm.
Once you do it a couple times, it's really the unknown that's the grossest thing about it that makes you give pause.
Yeah.
But once you do it, you're like, okay.
I don't mind hooking the worm.
But I am
all that.
still getting over torturing the poor worm.
Yeah.
You had to cut him in half and put him on.
Around and shit.
Yeah,
Sometimes you catch shit on accident, though. Fucking same buddy who used to take me fishing, Jack. He caught a turtle one time by accident. I was ready to kill him. And the turtle's like, it's all rolling around. I'm like, get it off. We're like,
their
oh,
mouth
fuck.
isn't equipped
We're like,
for
holy
that.
shit. We're like, fuck, we caught a turtle. We weren't trying to.
I have no volume on my aux.
Oh, I don't know what's going on. Let me work on that.
But,
it's gone.
Catching a turtle is fucked up, man.
Yeah, don't catch no turtles.
That's not cool.
What you can catch, though, is our video episodes and also our extended Patreon episodes right over there at had2.com. Actually, my bad. www.had2.com/
Start over.
Hi, this is Aaron Judge. I would love to had to Patreon.
Yeah.
Hi, this is Aaron Judge, and you need to go to www.patreon.com/had2podcast. Come check out our Patreon, guys. We got one. If you're interested, you get extended exclusive episodes of the show. You get access to video episodes of the show as well. You can see what we're doing. You can see the little videos we put up to go along with the audio you might be hearing. You also get Discord access. You can come out there. We got a good server, voice chats, all that shit. We got video game Let's Plays on the Patreon as well. You can come see us play Jack and Daxter, Barrio Baseball, etc., etc. And then who could forget Flick Fridays? We just did Rudy with live commentary over it. Honestly, I've said this a few times, but I think Rudy's been my favorite movie we watched together so far.
Wow.
Got a whole catalog on there. We got Demolition Man, Small Soldiers, Kurt Angle movies, Dave Bautista and Rob Van Dam movies, tons of shit on there.
Don't forget Ja Rule.
And Ja Rule was also in the Dave Bautista, Rob Van Dam movie. So guys, check out the Patreon, exclusive episodes, video episodes, Discord, Let's Plays, Flick Fridays, and last but not least, you get a shout out to this show. So we want to thank all the patrons that we got for tuning in, writing in, chilling with us, and listening to us every week. We fuck with you guys so heavy. And I'm really glad you guys are a part of this. Thanks for doing this, guys. We owe this one to you. We got a Patreon episode coming up after this. So shout out to all of our wonderful, beautiful, sexy, fuckable
Shout out
patrons.
all our workers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So shout out to Bracco, Emil, the Bavarian legend, Hatch, Herm, MK, Cunnilingus Grand Prix champion of the world, Load Booster 360, Joey Goygoff, Jay Bird, Bass Guitars, Jake Holtman, Dr. Perky, Bust Down, I'm getting too much money, Project Pat, Fubu Legend, and Shay. Cheers to you all.
Cheers. We got a couple absolute fucking schlaggy creamers over here and some Guinness.
Beautiful. I got a peanut paradise smoothie.
Hey, yo, I bet you got the knee and nut paradise right now.
Hey, chill.
You're gay. I love those memes where it's like when you're on time for work and then it's like, look who got an alarm. Look who's on time. Like, that style of humor is so funny.
I love that it's universal with trade workers, that these older guys just treat you like fucking shit, even though you're there and working.
Yeah.
When I was a mechanic, I had a boss who called me a fucking douchebag, his exact words, because I showed up I clocked in. Mind you, I'm driving 45 minutes at 6 in the morning to get here. And he knows that. I get there, and it's 45 minutes. You know, it's a lot of time to your body to wake up. Yeah. So I get in, I clock in, and I go to the bathroom and take a shit. It must be, 8 minutes or something like that. He's like, bro, don't do it. We had no work. We had nothing to do for 2 hours after that. And he yelled at me for shitting on his dime. And I was like, bro, I had to take a shit. What do you want? Like, you never go to the bathroom? We're human
these people
beings.
are insane. The blue-collar lifestyle is different, man.
What was funny is that we service truck drivers, and, like, the week I started, he was like, no jokes. He's like, you got to understand. He's like, our customers, the people we deal with, he's like, these are truck drivers. He's like, they're the lowest of the low people you'll ever meet in your life. He's
no
like,
disrespect,
they live in the truck. No disrespect to anyone. No, Hatch is a normal one. These are the long-haul road. Like, they in the truck, fucking 11 months out the year. Real truckers. And I met some crazy motherfuckers, bro. These guys, like, no teeth having ass people, got the dog in the back. Dog ain't had a bath in 4 years. Some guy, some toothless guys in with his fat, toothless wife. They're probably having fucked up, showerless sex in the back of the cab. God knows what they're doing in there to be a fly in the wall at a trucker. And they're having lot lizard
To be a
sex.
fly on the dashboard.
To be a...
You talk about shit out of an ass.
Talk about shit out of a butt. Got the whole world glitched out.
Man, imagine
what was the other one?
25...
Green heads, orange feet touching down.
Hold on, let it play for a second. Hold on.
Hold up.
The best part.
Imagine you're bumping this. You got the rainbow LEDs in the cab, and
they're changing to the song.
You're getting a $25 blowjob in a Love's parking lot. You wash it down with a $1.99 hot dog. Woo!
And
That's
to play the song, you needed to connect to the Love's Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
man.
song would play.
Shout out to Love's, bro. Nice
Are they
gas
even
station.
in Michigan?
There's one of them. You got to find them.
Yeah,
you got to find them. They ain't like that.
I ain't no trucker.
Hatch, tune in. You been to a Love's, bro? I know you. You got to been to a
He's
couple
been to a
Loves.
Love's. He's been
I
to
feel
a
like
Hates.
he's a Flying J person.
Oh, Flying J's a fucking dump, bro. Flying J couldn't pay. You couldn't pay me to get a blowjob in a Flying J parking lot.
Thank God for Buc-ee's changing changing things up over there.
But we are getting too Buc-ee's obsessed on the internet.
It
is a gas station.
They're suing a small place that's called like Beaver Mart. Mm-hmm. They're in Beaver Falls.
And they got a beaver everywhere
as
and stuff
the
like
logo.
that.
Yeah.
Buc-ee's did not invent cartoons
You're like
or mascots.
Costco, bro. It's like somebody suing a wholesale savings center.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what the fuck are you doing, man? You're bigger than that. Your brisket is drier than that.
I still want to go to a Buc-ee's. I remember my dad called me at like 9 o'clock at night. I'm like, what's wrong? I thought something happened. You know what I mean?
I'm at Buc-ee's.
He literally called me. He's like, I'm at Buc-ee's. I was like out to dinner. I'm like, I can't talk. He sent me like 5 pictures of him at Buc-ee's. He said the burrito was crazy good.
Man.
So
I believe it.
Shout out to my dad.
I want to, while we're on the subject of Rudy, while it's still fresh.
Hell yeah.
I want to talk about some of my discoveries about Rudy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
So Rudy Rudiger.
We talked about Joe Montana saying that shit never happened.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Montana just came out and said he worked his butt off to get there.
Yeah.
And it happened.
Mm-hmm.
And they kind of carried him off as a joke because it was his only play.
Mm-hmm.
And he sacked the shit out of the guy. It was actually rude for him to sack the guy because it was garbage time and the game was won.
Yeah.
But Joe said he at no point put a jersey down. Like the jersey down shit didn't happen.
No, that didn't happen. It was like literally the captain just said like, hey, you should let him play.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was
and the coach came out and said they made me look like an asshole because I agreed to let him play.
Apparently, he was actually like a big champion for Rudy.
Yeah, he was like, I felt the same way about the movie. He worked hard as hell to get where he wanted to.
Yeah.
And he said, if anybody laid their jersey on my desk, they would be playing at Indiana the next game. They would be gone. They would be gone.
That's hilarious. Well, that's just the ego, the college coach ego.
Yeah, the Notre Dame coach
You think you're going to send your captain on the last game of the season to Indiana?
Yeah.
Like, you're full of it. But I love it.
Rudy ended up doing, like, motivational speaking.
Yeah.
Got married a couple times.
Oh, a couple times.
He was involved with a beverage scandal. Like, he thought the new Rudy drink was going to be, like, the next Gatorade.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess he scammed people out of like $700,000.
Oh.
He paid it all back, though.
Off the Rudy armor?
Oh, he went back to the Iron Forge and paid it all back?
He did clock in a little bit, backwoods, he got there on time 700 days in a row to pay him back.
Nice.
But
every day was like racing the clock.
yeah, so those are my discoveries about Rudy. But also, I've been watching The Sopranos, and rest in peace, Big Pussy.
Rest in peace.
He just died.
Big Pussy.
Yes.
But there's a lot of Rudy-centric stuff in The Sopranos.
Is there?
Jon Favreau, D-Bob,
Yes.
he has an
Yes.
episode.
Yes.
The black custodian, he's the cop. I just watched that episode.
Yeah, we talked about both of those during the movie.
So Tony gives him he gives Tony a ticket, and then he finds out that he got fired because Tony was like, "Hey, this fucking Shine gave me a ticket."
Yeah.
And that's when he tells him, like, he sees him at the bird bath place, like to go get something for his bird bath. And he's like, "Oh, it's Shaft." He calls him Shaft, which is fucking hilarious.
That's crazy.
Not only that, but 3 times in the first 3 seasons, Notre Dame football gets mentioned as something to gamble on. So they are all very much fans of Rudy and Notre Dame.
David
Well,
Chase
it's a lot
is
of the
big
same
fan.
guys.
College football betting is pretty popular, and Notre Dame's a popular school.
All
That makes
betting
sense,
is popular.
They've been mentioned 3 times that I know of, aside from Jon Favreau and the Black.
Oh, we got fucking Rudy over here. He calls Christopher Rudy. If you try hard enough, you'll make it, Rudy.
Rudy did make it.
So that was kind of my discovery. I got like Rudy obsessed for a little while.
Good movie.
And I watched our shit back. I thought it was one of our better ones. And then like I started getting the shorts for it. Like, here's what really happened. Here's the play. Now, it was half a sack. It wasn't even a full sack.
Oh, in real life? Like he got
One
credit.
guy got him after. He
Yeah.
finished the sack.
And hit him hard as fuck, probably.
It wasn't that impressive, to be honest.
The game was over. Like,
And knowing they carried him off as a joke is fucked up.
I felt like it was a good joke. Almost.
Yeah.
It wasn't
but they were taking.
It wasn't like a laughing at him. It was more laughing with him.
They were taking the piss.
Yeah, I could see that.
It would be different if like Aaron Aflalo had 30, hits a game winner, and they carry him off the floor. He still had 30.
Yeah.
He won the game.
Yeah.
The game was already over.
I want to hear from his family. Like, did his brother really fuck his girl?
Yeah, if that's the case, man.
That's
His
disgusting.
brother's. It didn't go down like that.
Yeah, he's like, listen, it was it was our cousin.
Oh,
It was our cousin.
It's Indiana.
she was for all of the Rudigers. She was everybody.
Oh,
Bro, he was
man.
only gone a semester.
Yeah.
And his
Yeah.
fucking, first of all, shittiest brother in the world. You
No,
wouldn't do that
not
to
that brother. It was the
Yeah.
other brother.
But still, shittiest brother in the world.
You
still
expect
doing
it from the other brother.
There's a shit brother and there's a nice brother. The nice brother ends up fucking Rudy's girlfriend.
Yeah.
After he's gone for, I don't know, a semester, an hour away. He lives an hour away. He's gone for a semester.
2
What's
months.
that? 3 months?
Yeah.
That's all it took. And he's like, I'm going to go fuck your brother. The brother should have known better. I wouldn't do that to a friend.
yeah.
And then
Let alone
And
brought
then
her,
bringing
brother.
her to Christmas.
brought her to Christmas.
And nobody in the family had the wherewithal to tell, hey, maybe don't bring her to fucking
Maybe don't
Yeah.
fuck your brother's girlfriend, let alone bring her to Christmas when he comes
But
back
this
home and
family-
he doesn't know.
I rewatched some scenes and it was just so funny. Like the dad, like pump faking about to hit Rudy. Like
Yeah.
what the fuck? Like,
I ought to
what-
give you the belt.
What an asshole! Like
He,
you ought to give him the belt for being little.
The one part I felt like we needed to stop the movie because it went too far. The brother brought the girl to his game.
Yeah,
That's where I was yelling, "Stop the movie! Stop
Yeah.
the game!
yeah. Why?
Get her out of there!"
Like, bro,
How few people are in that town that you got to fuck your brother's girlfriend? They're about to
terrible.
buy a house. They were
Yeah.
close. About to
Yeah.
start a family. It wasn't a situation
But on the other hand,
Mm-hmm.
you have to understand that she was probably like, "You're 22. Why
And
are
going
you
to
going back?
college?
Why are you trying to go to this?" She went to the Catholic school next door. Mm-hmm. The fuck all, the Churchill next door.
Yeah. The
Which is
community
funny 'cause
college.
Gave
Deep-
up his hole to
I always-
get to
Yeah,
Notre Dame.
he let the priest, de-sanctify him.
Yeah.
And then D-Bob's over there. D-Bob had such bad game that he wasn't even at the school he was enrolled in. He was
Yeah.
over next door, still getting nothing.
Yeah.
He can't even get those girls.
Getting community
Man.
college pussy.
You need Rudy to be your wingman? Come on.
But all it took was D-Bob to get his dick wet.
Rudy-
He came back in a limo,
Oh, and his hair was
cigar.
different. He was glowing.
He had a coat.
He had a little. He was twirling a cane.
Yeah.
A lot of y'all can learn from Rudy because Rudy was not afraid to talk to some chicks.
Yeah.
Out in real life.
Yeah.
Out in public.
Rudy was
He wasn't
fearless,
afraid to do
man.
anything.
He was
Fuck no.
fearless.
He was
Yeah.
trying to save his best friend at the oil rig. Man, he ran.
He was fearless.
He was trying to warn when they had that Penn State game. He was trying to warn all the players about Jerry. You can't let him near your little brothers. Not anywhere close.
Yeah.
Also, 2 weeks ago at that point, you two have seen the Odyssey, and I did not.
And now you have.
So now I have, and I'm not gonna go crazy about it. Everything I've discussed now, and in person at the club the other night. Now you guys kind of understand where I'm coming from.
This will probably have spoilers, by the way. So
this will have spoilers, which, if you didn't pay attention in high school, go fuck yourself, because you had 15 years to catch up.
Yeah.
Or however long since you've been in high school. But my main gripe, so when I first watched it, I was very high. I was off about 80 milligrams. I hit the pen. I didn't have a Bavarian Legend, but I had a coat full of Dollar Tree snacks, popcorn, and icy.
Pork
and another
rinds.
thing, we were in a full theater. There were a couple people that had nothing.
It's crazy.
I can't believe it.
I mean,
3-hour movie, nothing.
The guy next to
even
me
if
had
you
nothing.
ate before, bring a bottle of water. Like
A
what
couple
you
brought a
said, what
bottle
you
of
said
water.
made me laugh. You were like, "What? God forbid you choke on some air. You get a rough draft of air. You got nothing.
Yeah, you got nothing.
You gotta have something."
So me and my girlfriend, we sat through that movie, and we both had the same sentiment when it ended. 8 people clapped at the end of the movie out of this full theater. And we looked at each other like, they bugging. This is not a clappable movie.
I thought it was. I thought you could clap.
Did you clap?
I didn't clap. I never
Okay.
clapped.
My whole theater
But I
clapped.
could have. If other people did, I might have joined. Type beat.
Here's my thing.
I don't think anybody clapped in my theater.
I think what went into the movie being made is worth clapping for. The scenes, the lack of CGI,
yeah.
how they managed everything is worthy of an applause.
They filmed that shit on the ocean, bro. They really did.
They filmed
With
it
that
on the ocean.
camera
and
that was gonna sink a kayak. If you
yeah,
tried
man,
to.
and accurate boats and like accurate costumes.
At 3 minutes at a time, you got to record for 3 minutes and then start over.
Yeah,
So
I can appreciate that, and the
Yeah.
fact that this is a divided subject with IMAX. People are saying like, oh, the whole 70 millimeters how it's supposed to be seen. Meanwhile, the fucking film is 850 pounds and 11 miles long.
yeah.
You're making it so inaccessible to see it how it's supposed to be seen.
Yeah. There's
And-
a debate on
and-
there's not
and-
even a lot of screens that can show it. I
Yeah.
think Michigan has one.
I'm 50-50 on it.
Yeah.
I think it's very cool that you still do this and it's still
Yeah.
being made this way, but brother, just shoot it on iPhone like everybody else. Shoot it on iPhone. They shot
Have
F1
you seen?
on iPhone.
But have you seen though what iPhone uses when they say "shot on iPhone"?
No.
It's like an iPhone hooked up to a big
It's like
device.
with the
huge,
device.
yeah.
Yeah,
They're capping. They're capping.
Yeah. It's not like they have
But
this
you have a good
mounted.
point. That's a good point. I mean, yeah, like accessibility is a real thing.
Yeah, and for
And
me
there's
to
only
feel
2
like,
directors using these cameras, and he's one of them.
Yeah, and
So-
for me to feel like I haven't seen it to its full potential,
Right.
because I have to drive 2 hours to Grand Rapids,
Yeah.
that's bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Minor gripe, though. Very
I think
minor
the regular
gripe.
IMAX, I still felt immersed. Like I felt
did
like I
too.
could touch the people.
I did too.
Well enough. I don't think you need to see 70 millimeter. Maybe if you're a big film nerd, maybe. But like,
Now, IMAX aside, I went to MJR. It was a big night out. We also didn't clap.
Gotta go for
And another thing, we looked up on Detroit Reddit, who claps for MJR? And one guy said, if you're there on a Friday or Saturday night in a full theater and nobody claps, expect bad behavior.
I know what they're
Somebody
saying. Read
a-
between the lines
Somebody
on
asked
that
him
one.
to elaborate.
Yeah.
And he said, black people talking and texting during the movie, eating food that they did not get at the theater.
He's being a bitch for complaining about that.
And then he even said, or filming the movie.
There is something to be said. Open your chips before the movie starts and try to just be careful.
Yeah.
I don't expect you to be silent.
No.
But I don't want to hear crumpling the whole movie.
Not the whole movie.
Have some
Or do it during the action scenes.
Yeah.
Right,
Don't
right.
do it during the cave scene.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't want to hear chips in the cave.
100%. I don't want. If I hear your chips over the giant,
No,
there's a
that's
problem.
a problem.
There's a problem.
That's a problem.
That movie was loud as fuck, though.
It was very loud. I felt well immersed, and the chairs were very comfy. It was a big night out.
Thank you.
We spent about $80. It was a big night out.
It was.
But as a movie, my gripes with it are this. First of all, very beautiful movie. Shot well, looked cool, did all the things I wanted it to do. But the story just wasn't quite there for me, and I'll tell you why. It was too much focused on Ithaca, and maybe I was so high that I could tell almost everybody was acting. I want the Gerard Butler, King Leonidas playwright cheesy shit. I want them to speak English that I can't understand. I don't want to hear Matt Damon say fuck. I don't want to see Tom Holland do the Spider-Man. You're my dad. I don't want you're my dad.
Yeah.
Because the scene with the dog was diminished by Tom Holland saying, "You're my dad."
Oh, okay, yeah.
That bummed me out a little. That's when I'm like, man,
I can
this
totally
is
see
very
that,
B-rate movie.
I can see that.
You
I
wish
can
they
see why
had a
somebody
little
would feel
eye to
that.
eye and like an unspoken, like, okay, I know what's going on. I ain't gonna say nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he was like,
It's funny because they could have did it because they did it with Anne Hathaway and Odysseus.
Yeah.
She knew it was him, but she didn't say it for a while. But
Yeah.
you could tell by the look. So they had the tools. They just didn't
And
execute
I
them.
felt the emotional scenes with her and Tom Holland weren't great. I felt like Matt Damon, Anne Hathaway, Tom Holland, and maybe one other person. I was kind of shitting on Robert Pattinson. He was probably one of the better ones, I'll be honest. But
he's great.
those three, I felt like had no business near this movie. And if you hired people just a little bit less famous, who took it a little bit more serious, and maybe Nolan went in a different direction, it'd be a 10 out of 10 for me. But some of it was as cheesy as The Phantom Menace, and I didn't like it.
Okay.
So when we got out of there, I gave it a 5. After I watched it on Twitter at 1.5 speed and learned more about the movie and how it was shot and whatever, it feels rude to give it a 5, but I can't give it more than a 7. It's not The Dark Knight.
A 7,
For me, it's not The
7
Dark
is a
Knight.
good movie.
It's a good movie.
Yeah.
It's a
that's
good
fair.
movie.
To play devil's advocate, that does go into it because there's a lot of shit online about how it was filmed. You learn about this, and they filmed this on location and did this. And I
Yeah.
think there's a devil's advocate part. Like, I think people are rating it high. I loved it. I thought it was amazing. But I think part of that is like knowing some of the things they did and the filmmaking tricks and like, this was a puppet, not CGI and all this stuff. Part of it does that. Hearing more of the behind the scenes stuff makes you appreciate the movie more.
Yeah.
But I think it's kind of a cheat code to learn all the impressive stuff. And like, this is how I was doing. It's like, oh, that movie's better than I thought. You know what
It's
I mean?
almost like a cheat code.
Yeah.
To give
when
it
you
a
learn,
higher rating.
Yeah, I
could see
think
that.
so.
If you go in
But
there,
I loved it.
If you go in there completely ignorant, I think you're walking out like this is a 6 or a 7.
I was though. I went in there. I didn't know. I didn't see the reviews yet. I didn't see all the whole half the world talking.
But you
about
heard it was a banger.
Yeah, but like from like Mark, like
Still, you heard it was
Friend
a
of the
banger.
show.
You heard it was hype. You knew there
But
was
you
hype
heard it was
going
hype
into
too, though.
Yeah.
And you came out not loving it.
I didn't know as much going into it. I think if I knew that stuff about how it was made, I probably would have appreciated it more and looked past the acting. But
could
then
see
again,
that.
I was very high.
Now let me
I
say
was
something about
very,
that.
very high.
When I first started getting high in high school, there was a year or two where I couldn't watch Netflix or shows because I was too hyper aware. I grew out of it, but
Yeah.
there was an era when Friends came to Netflix. Everybody remembers that.
Yeah.
Like 2000, I don't know, 12. And I couldn't stop looking at the background characters the whole time. And I'm like, why is Ross doing this stuff with his face? I couldn't watch Breaking Bad even.
Yeah.
I was like too aware that I'm like, they're just pretending. But I grew out of it, but I also don't take edibles as much as I used to. So
Yeah.
you're on 80 milligrams.
I was fucked up.
Yeah.
I was fucked up.
But also, yeah, it's fair. It's fair. My whole gripe is people that are like they didn't see it and they're hating on it. And
Yeah.
they say it sucks. And
I
then
had
they're
to
like,
see it before I
"Oh,
started hating.
Helen of Troy was not black. It's like
I don't care about that.
it's so
My
dumb.
thing is the Indian guy and the
John
Italian.
Bernthal wasn't there either.
The Indian guy and the Italian John Leguizamo, I thought they had the two best parts.
You want to talk about people who weren't acting? John Barenthal was just
He was John
himself.
Bernthal,
Just-
yeah.
Everyone else is even though they got their own accents, everyone's still like, oh, they're in the like the make little Greek,
Yeah.
classic. Hey, get John Barenthal. You want to hear about your dad,
You're
little boy? Who the
Odysseus'
fuck know
son.
her dad? Who know who
Yeah.
this is?
Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something about that. Let me tell you something. I'll tell you something right then. I'll take fucking naps, Tom Holland. Your dad didn't take naps.
No, but what something made me laugh so hard was Odyssey. If it was good, and it was all of them just putting their tongue out,
Fiend.
just to fiend and shaking their ass. Like
And then it's
him
guys
shaking
making
his
out.
ass for his mom was
Yeah.
just too much. I was killing me.
They were
And then
making
just
out
like
on the boat.
Odysseus dancing on the boat with his
Yeah,
tongue out.
then
That shit was
making out,
good.
yeah,
That shit-
yeah.
The making out was hilarious.
It was crazy. But
That made me laugh.
I want to explain when I say I can understand somebody's acting. I want to leave the ethnic specialty actors out. Like, for example, James Earl Jones always plays the stern black guy, so I expect a great performance from that because that's what he's good at.
Yeah.
James Gandolfini plays the best Goomba Italian. Mm-hmm. It's just natural.
Who's that? Jesse Plemons, who plays always a piece of shit.
Yeah, weird little psycho.
Weird little psycho.
So good at Begonia.
Aaron Paul always plays a good burnout because he's a fucking little burnout.
Yeah.
So I want to take away specialty actors because it's too like low-hanging fruit of a case to say they're better actors because you can't tell.
Leguizamo's a character actor.
Exactly. He had a good enough performance to where I actually felt like it was a blind guy. The Indian guy was so stupid and concerning to where I felt like he was actually a misled soldier.
Yeah, totally.
He was
I
so
hear
good.
That. They were very good.
So that's what I mean by that. And I don't want to say fire Matt Damon and bring Denzel in there.
No, you
that's,
have a point.
That's not fair.
When there's too much star power, it can be
was just
distracting.
too much.
It
was
can
a
be
little
distracting.
much.
That makes some perfect amount of sense.
I feel like the movie for me is better if you hire Oscar Isaac as Matt Damon. Maybe you leave Anne Hathaway there. And Tom Holland, hire the other twink. Call Timothy Chalamet, man. He probably would have did a lot better.
Actually, I'm sure he was busy.
He's already got the faggy Dune shit down.
Yeah.
He would have knocked that out the park. I don't want Spider-Man in there talking about, Dad. I don't want that.
That's fair. You can be distracted. I think it's fair to be distracted by star power.
Good
He
movie.
was pretty good.
Not a great movie.
He was pretty good. But
I thought they were all
Spider-Man.
good. I think the performances from everybody were so good that Tom Holland's good performance didn't look as good because there was just so much around him. That's what I think. And I think also acting is a two-way thing. Like how you receive lines from the other actor in front of you is part of the stage play. I think people overlook that, and I think Holland and
that was his
Hathaway.
first real movie with a real director, not like, all right, guys, here's like, talk to Tony Stark. He's going to be covered in a fucking bodysuit, and we're going to green screen everything. He's like, oh, fuck, I'm actually like filming on a beach right now. I've never filmed on a beach. I've only filmed in a fucking studio.
It's a little overwhelming. And then people want to shit on Elliot Page. I thought Elliot Page had one of the stronger roles. But
he was good.
You start a movie with Travis Scott, and you kill Elliot Page in the first 2 minutes.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to start taking you serious? I had to hold in my laughter.
Yeah,
I looked at my girlfriend when Elliot Page died. I'm like, she's not going to understand why I'm laughing.
Would you prefer if it was like Jadakiss or someone like a more... It should have been Fat Joe.
It should have.
No.
I swear to God, Odysseus was coming back.
Yo, Odysseus, he came out the horse,
Actually,
right?
Odysseus should have been played by Joe Rogan.
I heard, it's Fat Joe, and he's like...
Fat Joe's the bard.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I heard Odysseus slapped the fire off that Cyclops.
He was like,
yo, he jumped out the horse. I swear to God, he had a fucking machine gun. The first machine gun ever made. He had that shit.
Hey.
Bodies.
And then
200
Agamemnon's wife gave him that ketchup legend.
yeah. But I think also if you look at it in broad strokes, the 5 big points, like the giant, the
straight,
the Cyclops giant, and then like the giants and the silver armor.
Yep.
And then the underworld, the Hades people meeting Hades, the guy with the head and the little
best
hands.
looking scene by far.
And then you think about the bow pluck. I mean, those were all just like, I don't know. I thought those blew my hair back, a little bit. And when you think about those moments, it's like those are pretty memorable movies.
I was hating, but when he strung the bow, I had to sit up.
The bow was
cool.
I had to sit up.
And then I like how during the battle more people kneeled.
Yeah. Nice touch.
I thought that was tough.
Nice touch.
And it was just theatrical, and then,
I don't care about the accuracy. I don't care about the cast. I don't care about the liberties.
But here's the thing about accuracy. It's a story that was told by mouth for thousands of years before it was ever even written down.
It's a story that all of you who claim to be religious should not believe to begin with.
Yeah.
Right.
So shut the fuck up.
And it's funny that Christopher Nolan is being accused for Christianifying it because there are no gods in it.
Yeah.
If you notice. So
and I'm okay with that.
And so it's funny that people are like, it's Goyslop, but it's like, isn't it Christian coded? Like, I'm confused. Like,
it's 50-50 because Agamemnon being a Jew named Benny, that tells you a lot about the cast.
I don't think that matters, though. But whatever. I think, in broad strokes, it has these badass moments.
Yeah, for sure.
And
for sure.
I had another point, but I forgot.
It was a cool movie.
I
really liked it.
I just feel like the action movies.
It's no Wrong Side of Town, but
yeah. I feel like the action movies of old, I feel like I would like Terminator 1 and 2 better. My opinion.
Listen, Terminator 2 is one of the best movies
I've
ever
heard
made.
great
That's
things.
what I'm
I actually
saying.
haven't seen Terminator.
That's what I'm saying.
I heard they're great.
Terminator 2 is in the top 10 of movies.
James Cameron made Aliens. He made the sequel to Aliens, and then he made Terminator 2. Those are the best sequels ever made. He never had to make shit. He didn't have to make Avatar. He didn't have to make Titanic. He would have talked to shit forever.
Yeah.
Those are some of the best sequels ever made.
The last point I want to make, Agamemnon had 3.5 minutes of screen time. Mm-hmm. And mind you, for costume design, it did the same thing that Darth Vader did when Darth Vader showed up.
They're winning. Bro.
But Darth Vader had 20 minutes of screen time in that first movie. Mm-hmm. It was more important than Agamemnon.
Yeah.
I saw a TikTok edit for Agamemnon, and that bumped my score down by 1 minute.
Why?
Because they're talking about he had so much aura.
Well, that's Gen Z not
He
knowing.
didn't do shit.
That's Gen Z having media illiteracy. They don't know why he was portrayed the way he was.
Yeah.
They just think he was tough.
You gotta do shit to have aura. You can't.
There's
just
a
have
reason
costume.
he had a gold spine helmet and never raised his sword.
Yeah, I read that it was not based off of his spine, but it was casted after his sacrificial daughter's spine.
I've seen a few theories. I've seen a few theories. I don't know.
And then interpretation. There's a lot of different interpretations on what happened.
Well, that's media. That's books. That's everything.
Yeah.
I mean, you think about a book. There's no pictures.
Yeah.
You could
Plus
read
with the made up story.
A made up story that people be like, I read the Odyssey. Which one?
Yeah.
There's a billion.
Did you read the one by the lesbian, or did you read the one from Scholastic?
Literally, there's they're all the different books. They all contradict and disagree with each other. So accuracy for this, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
We're not. What are you talking about?
The Simpsons did the Odyssey, for God's sakes.
The SpongeBob movie was the Odyssey.
It was.
There is a thing though when everyone says oh my God, that hype does play into a lot of stuff, and it brings your expectations up and stuff. When I know Sinners won the Oscar last year, I'm sure I really want to watch it. Just haven't got around to it yet. I'm sure I'd like it, but I watched Marty Supreme, which it beat. I loved Marty Supreme. I thought it was an awesome movie. It was a ride. I watched One Battle After Another, and One Battle After Another. That movie was fucking amazing. But I watched that, and I watched Marty Supreme, and I'm like, Sinners better be the best fucking movie I've ever seen.
Because you've watched all
how
this
the
stuff,
fuck did something with Black Matt Damon? How did something with Michael B. Jordan? You know what I mean? Win all this shit. Because I thought One Battle After Another was fucking amazing. Great. If anyone ain't seen that, go watch that shit. I'll put that over the Odyssey.
I'll add that to my to-do.
I'll put that over the Odyssey.
I've been on my movie tip
this
year, and I've been enjoying it.
He's seen the 6 big Jew movies all year, and he's Mr. Movie over here. 2 seconds he's at the theater, he's Lee Iacocca.
Listen, you know how when I get into something, I get into something.
I feel you. All of us. We all immerse ourselves.
Yeah, and I've been going to the theater, and I've seen some good movies.
Is there anything you saw that you weren't satisfied with all year? Where you were like, you know what, I could have stayed home.
There's not bad, I saw Mario Galaxy.
Yeah.
It's a fun movie.
Yeah.
Project Hail Mary was like something you take your nephew to. It's a crowd pleaser. I think it's G or PG, you know what I mean?
Space slop.
And it was fun. It was like Wall-E meets, what's his name? Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
It was nice, though. It was nice. I didn't feel like I was like, I should have stayed home.
Yeah.
Because I do enjoy the theater experience. I like it sitting with my popcorn and my drink, big ass screen, and I'm just locked in. In this world of distractions. I mean, even when I play the game, I get on my phone.
Yeah.
In the theater, there's an etiquette, and I enjoy partaking in it. I thought Obsession and Backrooms were good. I liked the ambiguity of Backrooms more than the great lead of Obsession. She played a great role. She carries that movie.
I'm gonna watch that.
And it's funny, dude. It's fun. And I know it's a horror movie, but it's hilarious. And people don't know this. Comedy elevates horror.
Yeah.
Like a good horror. It's same with drama. You talk about Sopranos and Breaking Bad.
How funny those shows are.
Comedy elevates everything if you do it right. But anyway, I still thought that Odyssey was my favorite, theatrical experience. I don't know if I would have loved it as much on the couch. And maybe that's a detriment, but also maybe that's just a testament to how good the theater is and how people should go back to the theater more, That's how I feel. I forgot we're a comedy podcast. We're like doing film study over here.
I mean, we had to, man. It was a big deal. It was a really big deal. But
There's so much to talk about.
I just want you to say you liked the theater experience one more time with your popcorn.
I liked the theater experience.
With my popcorn.
Goy.
Real. I mean, it is. I mean, right? Like, it is goyish.
It kind of is.
We got to stop calling.
Are we okay with? I mean, but here's the thing. Like, when you say that's goy, are you siding with Israel when you say that?
No,
because they're the ones that
I have a theory that all that like goy stuff you see on like the 19-year-old edgelord side of Instagram, I think that's all coming from Israel.
It's a psyop.
I think it is because they could be like, look what everyone says about us. This is why we need Israel because everyone hates us. It's like no, everyone's making memes. They don't hate you, and I think all those memes are coming from the other side. Maybe I'm getting too.
So you think?
I believe
conspiracy.
So you think like kids calling Chipotle Goyslop is like a psyop from Israel?
Well, no, they got it from. Like you said, 19-year-old edgelord Twitter.
Correct.
So they think it's just another 19-year-old like themselves just being funny.
Yeah.
But really, it might be... It's the psychology.
There's some behind the scenes.
It's the psychological warfare.
So then they have evidence to back up their claim that fuck Israel, that Israel has a right. We need Israel because look, people are making fun of us. Like, all right, man. Like,
I could see that. No, totally.
Look, they hate us. We don't hate.
I think it's all true. I mean, I think that there's in the 2016 election, I still think there was a bunch of Russian bots that were like American flag Twitter accounts, like
100%.
saying like "Make America Great Again," but they're really just Putin.
So many accounts on Twitter got like deactivated and left once Elon dropped okay, we're going to show what country you're from. Because all these people are like, this is why you can't go to fucking, Atlanta or Vegas or whatever. Look what they're doing over there. And then it's some guy from South Africa, some guy from Pakistan talking about fucking American stuff.
Speaking of Elon, I saw a funny tweet today. It was like Elon trying to do a Family Guy cutaway. And he's like, oh, this is so this is like, so this is kind of like that one time. I was killing me.
You got that cat.
I fucking hate that guy. He sucks.
Fuck Elon Musk.
And Twitter is just like, he made it this just like rage bait factory.
It's a rage bait porno factory because now it finally made its way towards me that you see porn on Twitter. I'm like, whoa, I'm at work, bro. Like, took this shit out of here.
Good porn on there.
What I think is funny is that there's a lot of stuff. I see, got like a lot of anime art. And it'll be like some anime girl, like the biggest tits you've ever seen, like peeking out, like it's one sneeze away from an aerial is showing. And then they'll put like, because they have to go away from like all the censorship and stuff like that, they'll be like, safe for work, no lewd art. I'm like, let me show this to my boss while I'm at work. Hey, check this out. Yeah.
Safe for work.
Yeah. Hey, check out this picture of Boma. This is safe for work. They're going to fire me and send me home.
Dude,
like all the things.
I'm not going to lie. Since Twitter's changed, I've had to report a couple things that I thought were possibly illegal.
Too much.
Be getting racy on there.
Not just that, but like porn, dude. I'm like, this looks.
We don't know. It could be a trafficked girl. It could be a fucking kid. Like, it's fucked up.
I've never reported porn
I've
never reported porn in my life till Twitter became X.
You have to, because it just throws.
It's fucked up.
It didn't used to happen to me. I'd be like, what's Adam Schefter saying about the Lions? And then you go to the next screen, and it's a gangbang, and I'm like, bro, you can't even show me normal porn.
Yeah,
you gotta show me.
And then even worse, they're showing movie porn, like sex scenes in movies. That's how you know your timeline's really fried.
It's all bad, dude. And it's fucked up because I like Twitter a lot because I like the instant news.
People are funny on there.
Yeah. There are some of the funniest things I've seen on there. And also, if you want to keep up to what the Tigers just did 5 minutes ago, go check Twitter.
You got to go to Twitter for sports, bro. Yeah. I'm sorry, X, the everything.
I'll never call it X.
I gotta raise this question, and I'm not sure, but my dad, my whole life, has said he doesn't like Harrison Ford. And I don't hear this word come out of my dad's mouth often.
Oh, God.
But he says...
He's a cracker.
No. He prejudiced, motherfucker.
Whoa.
It's one thing if you don't like Arabs, but he says by word he's prejudiced.
Oh, Harrison admitted this.
No, there's no evidence of Harrison Ford not liking Arabs.
Oh, so your dad just getting on YouTube Shorts the wrong...
No, he's been saying this before YouTube.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
When he was Han Solo on TV and Indiana Jones, he changes the channel whenever Indiana Jones is
Interesting.
On. He prejudiced, motherfucker.
Do you think he had a bump-in with Harrison Ford in his life?
I think so. Maybe at the casino or something.
Oh.
I don't want this fucking sand guy over here gambling next to me.
He said something to your dad.
Yeah.
He was he's like, "Hey, buddy, you mind facing that cigarette smoke somewhere else?"
Yeah. What? You prejudice, motherfucker.
He don't like Arabs. Fuck Arabs.
You prejudice.
That's funny.
My whole life,
I love beef, dude.
he always thought Harrison Ford is prejudice.
That's funny.
Not racist.
You know what?
Prejudice.
I do think that too now.
I'm not
I think
gonna
so
lie.
too.
I think I agree with you.
I'm not gonna lie. If it went down like that, if Harrison Ford did tell your dad to blow his cigarette smoke somewhere else, I would think he's prejudiced too.
Yeah.
Because I do enjoy a cigarette. I used to be a big smoker. I think I brought this up before. I fucking hate when someone got to make a comment about my cigarettes.
Yeah.
I yelled at my girlfriend's friend last summer. We were out there for a wedding. I'm hungover as shit. We're walking around touristy Mackinac Island. And I'm smoking my cigarette. She's like, oh, my God, I hate the smoke. I was like, oh, my God, the cigarette smoke. I hate when people are smoking. And then I was like, why don't you shut the fuck up and let me enjoy my cigarette? I'm like, God damn. I'm like, I'm going to die faster than you.
Yeah.
I have an addiction that costs me money that you don't have to live with. I have to sneak out and make sure no one sees me smelling this cigarette because it bothers people.
Yeah.
It doesn't look classy when you're out smoking cigarettes. I'm at a fucking wedding getting piss-ass drunk off of free liquor. Of course I'm going to go smoke a cigarette. I'm on vacation and at a wedding. Let me smoke my fucking cigarette. I don't think she heard me, but I was like, I think I told my girlfriend, like, why don't you shut the fuck up? Like, let me smoke my cigarette. Let me kill myself. Let me get cancer. I have to walk around with the stink on my fingers all day.
Here you go, right here.
And on my clothes.
Nicotine's an addictive substance.
It is.
Did I ever tell you all about my incident? It was hardly
I have a
an
crippling
incident.
addiction.
At Comerica Park when I took my girl to the Tigers game.
No.
She hit her pen like twice the whole game. Mm-hmm. And at it was like the bottom of the eighth, and she hits it again. And it's like wind, and it blew back. Mm-hmm. And then this guy touches her. He's like an older white guy with his daughter.
Yeah.
And he said something like, "Hey, I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to do that."
Oh,
and then he's like,
God.
"It's getting in our face." And I wish I wasn't such a pussy because I wanted to say, well, which is it?
Yeah.
Is it in your face or is it we're not allowed to do it? Are you going to tell on us? Are you going to go get the usher? Mm-hmm. I wanted to say that, but I just said nothing because I'm a pussy.
You know what
I would have minded
him?
Hey, do you mind?
I wish you were there.
You know
That's
what
a polite way
I
to
could have
say it.
used Austin.
He was sitting behind you, right?
Yeah.
You know what I would have told him? Shame on you for bringing your daughter to the cheap seats where I can hit my vape.
Yeah.
Go down over there.
See,
Roll it back next time.
I need you on like a Bluetooth in my ear.
Yeah.
And I'll pay you to just
you
by
need
the hour.
to pay me for elite comms, man.
I'm saying, I think you would be able to. You'd be perfect. You'd get
Call
pissed.
him the N-word.
As a white guy.
Hey!
I know, like that would be. You'd be so good at that. Like
Hank!
like Black Mirror, where that guy's like helping the virgin get a date.
Yeah,
you would
yeah.
be great at like just like how to respond to people in tense situations. Like, hey, are you a pussy? Call 1-800-AUSTIN. It'll help you out.
You know what would be funny? The Black Mirror episode, like you get hired. Oh, yeah, I think I'm going to help this guy get some pussy, right? Turns out he's gay and he's seducing a gay guy. No! Stop! Stop! He's the bottom two who gets
I'll
hired.
get on the bottom.
Hey!
No! I didn't sign up for this. Unplugs the
He's
computer.
about to suck dick. Hey!
I got to watch this.
Stop!
I'm going in. He cuts off that.
Unplug me
I'm
now!
No, but I'm serious. I was so mad because it's like
That would piss me off,
because
too.
also the whole game, his daughter kept humming this song, and I can't remember the song now, but it got stuck in my head, and I wanted to be like, well, she's gunking up the airwaves,
Invading my ear space.
Yeah, there were so many things that ran through my head, but I just sat there and I'm like, and I told my girl, I'm like, let's just go.
I think the only way to do it is to be like, hey, do you mind? Like, please, do you mind? I wouldn't be mad at that. Please, do you mind is an okay thing to say. Not, it's getting in our face. Stop making it seem like it's the biggest deal in the world.
When you use two excuses in one. When you say, hey, I'm pretty sure you can't do that, and it's getting in our face. Pick one.
Yeah, you gotta pick one.
Because what do you mean by the first thing? You're going to snitch? Is that what you're saying?
See,
go tell him.
Hey, I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to have 3 beers and get behind the wheel with your fucking daughter in the car. If he was drinking, I would have let him have him. Like, I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to drink
and drive. If you can
drive.
pass a breathalyzer, I'll listen to you.
Yeah, right.
Fuck boy.
Exactly. I don't know if he was drinking, but your fucking initial thing was what
But you also have to be careful. Because he's in them cheap-ass seats behind you.
He got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
No. He has the high ground.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing good comes of the high ground.
We've seen these videos before. The high ground always wins.
Yeah, but you have the leverage to throw
Did you see
him.
the video the other day? White guy beat a black guy up at a game because he had the high ground. Black unc's feet were in the air.
Yeah.
His feet were in the air, and the guy was just hitting him with the Rudy.
Just bing, 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 bing.
See, you can't tell certain people that they're making noise because you're going to get a result like this. He's going to start making more noise. This one, I was at a Celtics game with Alex, and there was some, you could just hear the cholesterol in this woman's voice, cheering for the Celtics in a only Pistons section. Yeah, Tatum! Jaylen Brown! Fat as, you look up there as Gorlock. 6 rows behind you. And it was a tight fucking game. And the calls weren't going our way. We ended up winning by 1 because Jaylen Brown missed the game winner.
I remember this.
She was nowhere to be seen after that game.
How'd she get away so fast?
Troll speed.
Did she just roll on out
Trolls are fast, man.
Yeah.
They got to get out of there quick for when it backfires.
Tigers fans weak as hell. Because the last time I went to a Yankee game, all the Yankees fans kidded, myself included, every hit. Yeah, let's fucking go. That's right. We're cheering everybody on every time something good happens. And then the Tigers fans are silent the whole fucking game until halfway through they get fed up with this Yankee fans being real fans and cheering their team on. They're like, some guy draws a walk. They're, yeah, let's go. Good on, good on. They only did that once the Yankees fans were getting hype and we were winning. I'm like, you know what? I come to a lot of you games. Not everyone's a Yankee game.
Yeah.
And you Tigers fans don't do fucking shit,
They don't
bro.
show out, man.
Y'all don't show out. Y'all just there to buy daiquiris.
They do the
Y'all
wave.
Just be bullshit.
They buy daiquiris and do the wave. Yeah.
They do the
Pistons
wave
too,
and they
man.
start clamping.
Pistons are the same.
I don't want to work. I just want to bang on the drum all day.
It's
They start
why
clapping.
all the teams are so mid. They're not ass. They're just playoff contenders because all these
fans weak
people,
as hell.
they love going. They fucking love this team, and especially the Tigers. They have a romance with this loser-ass team.
I could go sit and play on my phone and drink 15 beers in 2 hours.
It's the most, yeah, dude. And that's why, you know, they don't have to be great because there's going to sell tickets.
Y'all still show up.
They cheer for fucking Spencer Torkelson.
Zach McKinstry.
They were caping up for Zach McKinstry's All-Star appearance last year. I don't even want to get into it.
I love the delusion. I don't want to get too into baseball, but, like, you know, Scooble got traded, and he's like, he says he wants to be a Tiger for life. I'm like,
oh my
he
God.
probably doesn't. He's not from here. He's
First
not
of all,
from.
Scooble,
he liked eating square pizza with Zach McKinstry that fucking
Jake
much.
Rogers.
Instead of getting $1 billion and playing, he's from California. He probably fucking grew up watching and dreaming of being a Dodger.
He's from Arizona, actually.
He's still okay, so he's probably still a fucking
But
Dodgers
no, you're
fan.
right. No, but I gotta say this though. Scooble has to shut the fuck up. He keeps saying stuff in cameras. He needs to stop playing the villain or the victim.
good guy.
He keeps playing victim for everything. He even just said, "I hope free agency the Tigers are interested." He's saying it's bullshit. Even the Dodgers fans on the radio. I've seen clips of their radio show. They're already sick of him. But dude, when Scooble goes over there, loses his first game, and then Troy Melton over here wins a game, they're like, "We're good, Scooble. We got Troy Melton. We're good." They got the picture of the guy going, "We're good," when they made his face Troy Melton. It's actually funny. But again, Tigers fans are just...
That's why y'all never gonna win nothing. This is my problem with sports. This goes beyond Detroit. There's so many sorry-ass cities and sorry-ass, weak-ass teams out there. But y'all still buy the tickets. Y'all still buy the jerseys. Go to China. Y'all still do all this shit. And you wonder why they keep wanting to do the same thing because they're still making fucking money, bro. Listen, if a TV show was bad for 20 years, you're like, damn, the past 5 seasons of this show were ass. Are you going to tune into the next one? Are you going to watch that? You're going to be like, yeah, you know what? This show sucks now. I don't want to watch it anymore.
No.
If you fucking watch
we're normal.
a movie...
The people that watch the Disney Plus shows,
Yeah.
the Avengers movie that you have to
She-Hulk
go
and
watch the show to watch. Those people, they're still there. That's the Tiger fan. Is the people that are okay, they're watching She-Hulk. It really is.
Watching anything they put
haven't
out.
had a winning record this season. They've been losing the entire... They're almost 500 now.
There's a lot of y'all teams for all over the country, all over the world.
Yeah.
There's a lot of y'all Tottenham Spurs fans still getting hyped up, bro. We got the man. Shut up. Y'all not like just shut up.
The Boston Bean Eaters still got fans. Have you guys seen this? The Boston.
What are the Boston Bean Eaters?
I only know this because I guess the Tigers broke some weird arbitrary record that hasn't been done since the Boston Bean Eaters, and I had to look up the 1870s Boston Bean Eaters team. I'm not joking. 1878. I'm so serious.
When Perry Woodwhacker was the number one bat before the Negro Leagues.
I think around the turn of the century when the locomotive got invented, back in the day you either had train autism or baseball autism.
Yeah. Yeah, Honky Crackerwood was my favorite.
Because how many autistic people are walking around, you name a date to them, oh, the Yankees won 6-2 that day.
Yeah, it's always a honky.
You know?
It's always a drunk honky. No, don't even get me started, man. Don't even get me started.
I'm sick of pulling out records out of their asses. It's like this guy on the Chicago Bulls had 2 30-point games in May. You know what was the last time someone had 2 30-point games in May? It was Michael Jordan. And it's like, that doesn't mean a fucking thing.
In comes the reply. If you're in a conversation with them, then you're in a great spot in history. He's going to be a great player.
Those are boomer stats.
Fans of everything make it hard to be a fan of shit, bro. Sports, wrestling. Don't get me started on anime, bro. Like, there's so many. It's just everything.
See,
I don't want to generalize, but it's everything.
Every time they bring up one of those little stats, like, oh, since Michael Jordan, it's a person like this.
No. Oh my goodness, Valentine!
No.
It's a very famous air ball right there.
I mean, another example. It is everywhere. Kingdom Hearts has been getting popular again because there's emerging news. They're doing merchandise. They're advertising. I think the new game might be coming out soon. Right?
TikTok edits, whatever.
And so the Kingdom Hearts fan base is just pathetic. These people. I recently replayed Kingdom Hearts 1, and Kingdom Hearts 1 in a vacuum is a cool game, and it's not stilted and awkward and totally corny all the time. Immediately after it is. I mean, one stands alone, but these people, man, these people, they think it's like the best shit ever, and the way that they talk about it, and the way they argue with each other. I've seen these people get in each other's throats over a dumb Disney game.
A fucking 25-year-old video game on the PS2.
And yeah, I could go all day, man.
Maybe we're just getting old. But it's like, there's only a certain level of fandom you can have. You know? You don't have to put up with shit all the time. Wrestling got bad. I didn't watch it for years. Now I watch it again. You know what I mean? It's just like, you don't have to partake in this shit.
That's what I did with the Lions,
These people don't owe you shit.
I watched the Lions with Stafford and Calvin. I'm like, they could win it. They got some great players. No, they obviously didn't.
And then they got that shitty coach, and I guarantee you that was probably the least watched season in probably 30, 40 fucking years.
It was, but also...
And then they're like, we got to change something.
That's the reason, why? Because it was stopped being watched. That's why they changed. But like...
Now everyone's watching.
But so many people still watch. I got my Sundays back. It was actually really nice. It was really nice for a while. I got now I'm back to living my week on the tip of the sword, like the high and low of every win. I'm going to be living my life. It's very exhausting.
Yeah. You guys deserve better. You don't have to put up with this shit. You know what I'm saying? Everyone always complains about fast food. If fast food's so expensive to go to McDonald's now, then don't go. You still go. You know what I paid? You know what I paid for a quarter pounder last day? $14.
Why? Why'd you do that?
You didn't have to do that.
Why'd you open your wallet?
You drove past a Kroger. You drove past a Taco Bell that was cheaper. You drove past a fucking fridge full of groceries. And it's like, you still complain. People don't have to put up with this shit. No. You know what I mean?
No, they think they do.
Listen, it is hard to get a new job. I'll accept that when you're stuck at a shitty job. It's very hard to get a new job.
Well, that's understandable.
But that's different. You're not a fan. No one's a fan of work.
You're not a fan. You're not wearing your shirt, your company's work shirt everywhere.
Working sucks fucking dick.
Let's go, Donnie's Drywall.
Amazon. Like, it's hard to get a new job. We don't have to put up with this shit, bro. People don't have to put up with this stuff. And it's okay.
But you know. The Tigers fans, dude, no matter how bad they're out there, Tiger, Tiger, let's go.
Probably the biggest losers. You guys got to stop watching. People got to stop watching.
I already stopped.
Go somewhere else and drink.
Yeah.
There's a whole city.
There's thousands of bars.
Go. You can watch the game from the. Go on Tin Roof and watch the big screen for free. From the Tin Roof.
You can go ask some guy with his hat backwards and his toes out in the Birkenstocks for a Zen, and he'll get you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Big frat boy crowd at the bar.
Go to a park and just drink with people you like. You don't have to add this shitty. You don't have to put money in the Tigers' pockets.
We don't got to do a lot of stuff. A lot of people don't deserve our hard-earned dollars nowadays.
Yeah.
And that's a big discussion. You know what I mean? Everything's getting more expensive.
Yeah.
And shittier. PlayStation says you ain't make a disc for you no more. You can't play nothing no more.
That's disrespectful.
We not giving you new games no more. We're not doing nothing.
A disc drive separate.
It was already disrespectful.
And then say, you know what? We're not making these anymore.
In a blog post.
They knew they were not.
They used to make videos on YouTube where they were. Remember when they were like, "Here's how you share a game," and he just hands the disc over. Now they do a blog post, and then you'll overhear about like some what do they call it? Investor meeting.
Yeah.
And then they brought it up. And then they use corporate speak. We need to figure out a way to respond to this because consumers have, what do they say? The connections, sentimentality. Shut the fuck up.
No, we don't.
Shut the fuck up.
No, we don't. We just like this shit. You know what I mean?
We just want to own it. We just want it on the shelf. We don't want to. You might take it away. I can't play. There's shit you can't play no more.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Some shit is sentimental.
It is.
I died. I died while playing RuneScape last night, and I thought I wouldn't be able to get back to my grave site to get my items. I was on the verge of tears. I thought I was going to lose 50 million of the 100 I stole.
There's some games that are some games that are special to me. Not in the fucking queer artist on Twitter. This game changed my life. No, that's just a fucking
Yeah.
Grow up. You gotta get outside.
We're kind of hitting a plateau. Maybe I'm the wrong person to discuss this because I play RuneScape in old games, but I don't know. I feel like we're kind of hitting a plateau.
No, you're right. We are 100%.
Or are we getting old? I love my games. I played Mario Party last night.
Well, here's the thing: gaming is made for us. Gaming isn't the AAA games. The average age of consumer is like 37.
Yeah.
So it's not for kids. It's not that we're getting
old. When we were kids, even the M-rated games were marketed to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. That's not the case anymore.
No, kids don't have PlayStation no more. They don't have an
Xbox. They got Roblox.
They have Roblox.
They got Fortnite on the phone.
I mean, but sentimentality there is though, because like when you think about when you go and buy a game, you remember waiting at midnight at GameStop.
I was just
you remember
talking
how
about
you
that.
bought it or where you bought it.
I remember getting Animal Crossing the day before lockdown,
and you remember who you were with.
Yep.
So you own this
memories,
thing.
Yeah.
There's not just it's not. I'd rather have
midnight
a memory.
Release for Gears of War 2. I remember that too.
And for years, I
GTA
liked the
5.
option of a digital download. Like I didn't think about it at the time, but I bought a bunch of games digital, and I just for convenience, I liked the option. But whenever there was an option to buy the physical, I liked that, and I would go buy it. I would go buy it. Yeah, like
I do miss midnight releases. I only went to a couple, but they were big time. Modern Warfare 3, super fun. The GTA 5, I was starting college the next day, and I came in tired, late as fuck, bro. Everyone in line, you tell the guy ahead of you in line, bro, enjoy, have fun, bro. Hey, you too, you're next. And then, bro, guys were running to their cars, holding the game up in the air. I got GTA. People were peeling out of the parking lot, honking their horn. Like, it was hype, bro. And, we were talking about Harry Potter. My girlfriend was a little too young to go to the midnight book releases. I'm like, did you go to any of those? She's like, no, I wish I did. It was like, by the time she was like 10, all the movies and stuff were coming out, I'm like, you missed out. Like, I used to go to game releases. Now you can't even get that no more.
Yeah.
Now you got guys lining up for Pokemon cards. You got the fattest, neck-beardiest piece of shit, Under Armour sweatpants motherfucker you've ever seen in your life.
Fighting for 2 boxes of cards.
Fighting for cards, bro.
I think
it ain't that serious.
This might be like tinfoil hat, but I think like the tech oligarchs, like the Palantir guy, Sam, what's his name, Sam Altman.
Hashtag rape Sam Altman.
Yeah, these guys, I think their dream that they cream in their little shorts for is for everybody to just be at home. Be a single entity shopper. You only buy things on Amazon for yourself, by yourself. There's no family. There's no Sam's Club. There's none of that.
No, nothing.
They want you to just buy everything on your own because that's how they maximize their profits. We're at the point now where that's what we have to do to get the bar up. What does that mean? What's after that? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, end stage capitalism is real. I think they just want us all to be inside, and COVID helped solidify that. I think.
The plandemic and this scamdemic.
We're gonna get more. We're gonna get more into that. We got Brett Michaels coming on for the Patreon. We actually talked so much about Odyssey that we have so many things more to talk about on the Patreon. So guys, stay tuned. We're gonna be right back.
Keep it real.
Yeah.